Good morning, everyone. It's just gone 8 o'clock a.m. Indochina time. That's in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand. And it's just gone 8 Eastern Standard Time. That's in New York on the East Coast. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. I'm just going to add the link here to my Telegram channel. Get a few more people to join in. And what are we looking at here? Gold on the on the 15-minute chart. XAU USD. And it looks like we're getting a big move up. Sometimes it takes off like that on the first minute or two, and then it pulls back like it's doing now. Well, you want to be careful. Just be patient. Let me make my chart a little bit bigger here, and there we go. That's a little bit better. If that breaks above the... Hey, Howard, good morning. If that breaks above my red trend line there, my downward trend line, then I will go long and put the stop loss at 53.32. If it breaks above and closes above. I'm trying to be patient here and let it close above. It looks bullish. We're looking bullish even before the Tokyo market opened. Getting a nice move up. Typical retracement there, and now another bullish candle for the start of Singapore and Shanghai. I'm trying to sit on my hands here. Flipping between the 1-minute chart, and that's looking good also. Staying above the 100 moving average. It's all looking bullish this morning. Stochastic at about 82, 83. And we're 3 minutes into this. Definitely looking bullish. Okay, I just took a long trade, and I'll put my stop loss where I said. Where was that? Get back over here to my screen. 53. 32. And that would put my take profit at what? The high of yesterday was 54.19, I believe. But I'll put that at the resistance level there, 54. What is that? 54.07. First resistance level. That should be safe. Reasonable take profit. 54.07. And let's see how it goes. Okay, let me just check my other. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. And that's all good. So I just took the same trade on 4 accounts. And I'll just put my little, go here and see if I got any. Hey, good morning, Raj. Let me see what my buy price was there, 53.63. So I'll put my little tool here on the long trade, 53.63. Where's that one? 53.63 was where I got in. Is that right? No, that can't be. Let me go back and double check that price. How did I get such a good price? 53.63. Oh, here we go. 53.60. More like it. 53.63 right there. Okay, now I've got my take profit up here. Not a great risk to reward ratio, but it's okay. Might be able to let that run. No, that's not right. That's even a little bit too high. I need that to come down. Yeah, that's about right there. Okay. And let's see, how much have we moved up from 53.63 to 53.70? And let's see how it plays out. Hour started at 4 a.m. Got along at 53.40. Well done. What was your TP? Must have been about 53.60 or something. 53.70 maybe? What are we on now? 53.65 now. Oh, you weren't watching. Oh, okay. You weren't watching. Yeah, I think this is going to run pretty good today. I don't think we'll have any trouble getting up there to 54, the 5400 level. Yesterday, the high was 54.19. I believe that was a high yesterday, 54. early in the Asia session. Yeah, 54.19. So I don't think we'll have any trouble getting back up there today. We saw this huge liquidity grab. Boy, institutions just knocked it way down uh, during Wall Street. That was, let's see here. This is an hour and a half after Wall Street. Wall Street opened over in here, right there on that candle, and then they just kept pushing it down. And then finally it came back up and started to move. Whoa, well after midnight for me. So I didn't catch this move in here, and then continued up. So closing fairly bullish on the New York session. One last red candle there. And here's where Howard got in, 53.40. Okay, 30 pips. 30 pips, one lot, that's how much? Anybody know? One lot, 30 pips is how much? So getting a little bit of a retracement here now, 11 minutes into this candle. Point 0.5% looks pretty good. How many dollars would that be? If, I know you didn't take one lot trade, but just saying, if you took one lot, how much would 30 pips be? It'd be $300, wouldn't it? One lot, one pip is $10. 10 pips would be $100. 30 pips would be $300 if you took one lot. But that wasn't 30 pips, was it? That was $30. It was 300 pips. Still waking up over here. That wasn't 30 pips. That was $30. That's 300 pips. One lot, 300 pips is $3,000. Wow. Oh, this is fun, isn't it, guys? Looks like it wants to pull back, then the next candle takes off. There we go. Yeah, Howard, that's what I look at too, especially when I'm calculating my stop loss. I look at percentages. And then, of course, it translates into dollars, but I look at percentages also. Real yo-yo on the 1 minute chart. You'd have to be Johnny on the spot to be trading the 1 minute chart right now. I'm just saying, guys, it's, this over here in the New York session, this is 1:30 in the morning for me. That's just, I've had it. I'm done for the day. I go to bed usually about just after midnight, sometimes 1 a.m., but I would love to be able to kind of hang in there and catch this. Sometimes we get a big retracement also, a pullback during the close of the New York session. The only way I could do that is if I don't do the Asian session. But I really like the Asian sessions. It's fairly reliable and it's slow. That's the thing. It's slow. A lot of the U.S. traders, they don't like the slowness of the Asian market, but it can be some good trades. I'm in a really good trade right now. And we got quite a few people watching now. If you're new to tuning in, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have a trade open on gold. Right now, we got the Asian market. This is the first candle of the Singapore and Shanghai opening, and it has broken above my trend line here, which means I went long. I got in right there at that price, 53.63. I put my stop loss below my green line here, which I call my safety line, and then I put the take profit for the time being at the first resistance level. That's 54.07. Not a particularly great risk to reward ratio, 1 to 1.5, but probably be able to let this run once it gets up there. But if gold is going to be trading in a range again, like we saw for the last several weeks until the war broke out in the Middle East, we had a lot of range trading in gold, and this is really about all you can get on a day trade with the range trading that we were getting. Oh, it's looking good now. Hey, yeah, go baby. Yeah, I hear you, Howard. Sometimes just looking at the dollars can cause you to exit your trade too early. You see a few bucks in the account and you close the trade and then it just runs away and keeps going. You end up sabotaging yourself by looking at the dollars. Hey, and Raj is still here? Oh, Trump is speaking. Maybe you're uh, watching the news. You're watching his speech. I didn't know he was speaking. I don't like to listen to that guy. I like listening to, intelligent people that are giving, sensible speeches. But Trumpy Dumpty, boy, he's hard to listen to. Uh, and he just really, I don't know. We won't go there. Oh, by the way, Howard, I wanted to tell you. Okay, no problem, Raj. You're usually more chatty than this. Um, I wanted to tell you, Howard. Yeah, by the way, nobody in our group that I know of in our Telegram group uses the Elliott wave. You can share your thoughts and ideas if you want, but you're not going to get anybody replying or understanding really what you're talking about. But you're more than free to share that stuff. It's over my head. I told you I looked at it several years ago, and I just couldn't get my head around it. I never delved into it. But just to let you know, in case nobody comes back with a reply on what your comments are on the Elliott wave. Well, this is working out to be a great trade today. Wow, thank you, market. Yes, sir. Go, baby, go. I'm just scanning through here and looking at all of my other accounts, checking the. Yeah, that looks good there. And let's see what we got here on this one. Okay. Okay, let me just go back to the comments here and check. I was away looking at all my different MT5 accounts. Tori with her new 500, what is it? Uh, 5,080,000, is that? I think you got the comment in the wrong place there. Okay, I see it now. $580,000 Ferrari. Yeah, I I stopped watching her. I don't like that nonsense. You know, what $580,000 on a car. Give me a break. Come on. And then just to be doing the way she's doing it on YouTube and TikTok, and that doesn't resonate with me. I think she's got a good strategy. I started watching her in December 24, and I use her strategy. I like it. I really do like it. Very simple. It works. Easy to understand. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the direction she's gone with flaunting that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's just me. So yeah, there goes gold, looking good. And this trade I got in not really early. I saw this move starting, but guys, I want to see it close above, and I did get in before the candle closed. I just saw the good momentum there. I gave it about 3.5 minutes into the opening, and the momentum was really good, strong. Double checking on the 1 minute chart, it all looked very good. So I did jump in, and my stop loss wasn't too far away. So I went in and took that trade before the candle closed, just to clarify that for you guys. I know I like to wait till that candle closes, preferably, but just cautiously analyzed it and decided it was a good move, and as it turned out, it was. And we can just look at U.S. oil. What did that do? Oh, wow. Okay. Got a big move up during the just before New York session, and then came down during the New York session. It did, and then now it's gone up a little bit today, come down a little bit, going back up. Kind of very volatile, staying around 71, 72, $73. Not getting out of, not taking off like a rocket. I think a lot of people thought it was going to go higher quicker. And just to quickly look at the Dow Jones, see what it's not doing too well. I don't trade the Dow. I don't look at the stocks really, but I have it on my chart. Some people ask about it. Bitcoin, what are we doing? Bitcoin 69. Okay. Got up to 70,000. All right. That was yesterday in the late in the New York session. Got up to 70,000. Okay. That's better. DXY. DXY is going down as it should, as gold is going up. This is what we normally see. There was a point there where gold was going up and the US dollar was going up in tandem, which is very strange. But now we're seeing DXY dropping down, still below that 100 kind of psychological number, 100 target. Know, uh, Now 98.4, but moving down. In case of, with this Middle East war, but still the US dollar can be considered a safe haven. And so people go for the US dollar. Go back up here and look at, yeah, looking, making good progress now on gold. Hey, okay. Hey, that's cool, Howard. I'm glad. It complements your Elliott wave analysis. That's excellent. I think it's a great strategy. I really do. It has simplified my analysis, my entries and exits a lot. Nearly a year and a half I've been using this, and it just works. Not 100% of the time. You do get stopped out sometimes, but it just gives you good entries and exit points, and it's gives you a clean chart. It just makes sense. Easy to understand, easy to explain to people. And she explains it really well. You know, she's a great coach. I'll give her credit for that. She's a great coach. Very meticulous, explains things really in deep detail. I just think there's better things to spend $580,000 on than a car. She's had other cars too before. She had a Porsche, she had a Tesla. She doesn't keep her cars very long. I've only known her for a year and a half, and I've seen her with a Porsche, a Tesla, and now uh, Ferrari. What's next? A Bentley? Oh my God. Okay, again, a little bit of retracement here. We're now on our third candle of the opening. First candle was really very bullish, strong momentum candle. Got a continuation. Now getting a little bit of a retracement. That's normal. Don't really expect this to hit during the Asian session, but it might get on up there. And by the way, for those of you that do prop firms, just a little bit of information on prop firms. I just got an email from Oanda yesterday. They've been very strong in the prop firm business for about 2 years, I believe, and I've promoted them pretty heavily a while back. I started with them actually doing prop firms. Just got an email from them yesterday. They are out of business. Not Oanda brokerage, but Oanda prop firm. They're out of business. They're done. They'll make good on all their payouts and all that stuff, but they said if you have a challenge going, it will be discontinued, and they'll give you credit, and you can uh, sign up with FTMO. FTMO bought Oanda. I think I may have told you that before. FTMO bought. They didn't buy the prop firm side. They bought Oanda, the entire company, the whole corporation. Mm. And so there's just so much competition in prop firms now. There's hundreds and hundreds of prop firms out there, and maybe Linda just decided it wasn't worth it, or they couldn't keep up with the competition. I don't know. They didn't tell me why, but yeah, they're done. There's no more Oanda prop firm, which is I still had one account with him. I have moved on to using the trading pit, and just recently signed up with Prime after having a good look at them. I've got one account with them. But I still have one account with Oanda, but that will be shut down in a couple of days, I think it is. Just a little bit of update on the little new information in the prop firm industry. Yeah, things are always changing in this business. The only constant is change. Hey, Alpha, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here today. If you're watching and you're new and you haven't commented, let me know where you're watching from. I know you've already told me, Alpha. I know where the other guys are watching, but still get people watching and they don't comment, don't type a single thing. That's okay. Some people are just shy or just don't have anything to say. So what are we going to get here? Going to get a pullback? Is that as far as it's going to go? Mm. I might move my stop loss above break even. I don't like to do that when it's just, it's a reasonably good trade right now. It's definitely in profit, but I just, you see that red and here comes the emotions. Leave it alone, Rick. Leave it alone. Detach emotions from trading. You got to let these things work themselves out. You would like to see a reset. I'll bet you would. You'd like to get back in, wouldn't you, Howard? You wasn't watching it and you got taken out with your take profit. But that was 53.70, I think you said. So that's still where we are now. I was live in the New York session last night, but there was nobody there. I mean, one come in, go out, another one come in, go out. So I only stayed down about 30 minutes. I know it's too late for you guys, for most of you guys from down under. So I heard some of the airlines are going to start flying again today, later today, in about what will that be? 6 p.m. my time, so that'll be 3 p.m. in Dubai. At least that's what the news that was coming out yesterday. So it looks like I might still be going to Dubai on the 5th of April. But it's still early days. Still early days. And some of the news outlets were saying this could last 4 weeks or longer. Let's hope not. And when I go to Dubai, guys, I won't be able to do the Asian session. Not possible. Over there, that would mean starting at the Asia session would be starting at 5 a.m. That means I would be getting up at 4 a.m. in Dubai. No, I'm not going to do that. But I'll definitely do the London session. Yeah, you didn't miss out by much. Howard had pulled back around where you thought, where you bought, or where your take profit was. Yeah. So now we're at 53.73. Yeah, it did pull back to what was that? 53.67 actually on that candle. 53.73, getting a wick here and it's continuing move up. Got another 5 minutes on this candle. certainly has slowed down though. That's the thing about the Asian session, and slow moving. It's a slow train. You don't generally get the kind of big candles like we have in the New York session. These over here, massive moves. If you guys keep trading during the day and you're in the Telegram group, post your messages. Well, I don't know, 75, 80 people in that group, not many. It's a small group. Most guys are fairly shy, actually don't want to share. I know some of them are definitely active traders that trade daily, but they don't want to share their screenshots or what they're doing, and that's okay. But don't be bashful. We're all in this together. And you guys were doing some great comments yesterday, made it very active. Trading can be very, very lonely sometimes, eh? Just sitting at home by yourself, staring at the screen. We need a community to share with. 5369. Oh, 5366. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Okay. I'm going to be pretty busy this afternoon, so I won't be here for the London session, but I don't trade anything. This is the London session here. I just don't, maybe it's just me, but I don't see any real opportunities in the London session. I do look at it, I check the charts, but sometimes very, very often it's sideways, or sometimes you'll get a seesaw down and up and down and up. But I'm busy this afternoon, so I won't be tuning in for the London session. Oh, it's coming back down to my entry point, 5365. I bet you Howard has his finger on the trigger, ready to take another trade. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Gold. I thought it would have already broken well above 5,400. I mean, we did get up there yesterday. Our high was 54.19, and I expected to see, continuing escalation, continuing um, upwards movement. But then the big boys had other ideas, pushed it all the way down last night to 52.59, from 54.19 to 52.59. Big drop during the U.S. trading. I'm sure a lot of stop losses, and it didn't. Okay, right on my entry point right now. And this is our final candle for this hour. Let me go over and have a look at the 1 minute chart right quick. I'll just, I won't share it on the screen, but just have a quick look. Okay. Oh, it's just about to bounce off of the 100. I have the 100 SMA on my 1 minute chart. Anything above the 100 is bullish. Look for an opportunity to buy. Anything below the 100 is bearish. And it's bouncing off the 100 right now on the 1 minute chart. And the stochastic is at 11 on the 1 minute chart. So it should make a turn back up. And just as I said that, it goes it goes further down. Oh my goodness, 53.59. That's quite a turnaround, eh? 53.57, 53.56. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Somebody just pulled the rug out from the buyers. Well, that's well below the 100 now. That's a big ass red candle on the 1 minute chart and continuing down. Jeez, what's going on here? Going to bounce off my trend line, hopefully. 53.51. So Howard took his finger off the trigger. You're looking at 53.47, 53.47. Well, we just broke below that. 53.47 now. It is a good, I love the way you point out those support and resistance. 53.47. That's 53.47.8 right there. That's where it was. That was resistance, then it was support, then it was support, 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 and it looks to be holding support, at least for the moment. Boy, if this would hold, that would be a great entry point right there. Oh, support and resistance is very important, extremely important. I usually map these out a little bit later. I come back and put my lines in there. I'll probably might put one in here later. Very important. I mean, you look over here and it was resistance right there. It hit that 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the New York session. That's all it is. Previous price points where it's already been and it goes again. That's what everything does. It just goes from level to level to level, up and down, going back to the same places it's been before. Well, it looks to be holding. I'm going to have to get out of here in just a few minutes. I've got a live Zoom session with a student in Chicago on the hour. You'll look to get in at 53.65. Okay. That's about where I took my entry when we first got started today. Mine was 53.63. With this support, 53.47 seems to be holding pretty well. Yeah. Go back to my 1 minute chart right quick. It's still below the 100, but 4 minutes it's just gone sideways. And it looks like it wants to go back up. After a big drop like that, then you get the sideways movement on the 1 minute chart, and then it starts to go the opposite direction. It looks like that's what it's going to do. 53.22. 53.22. Right about there. Starting point of the day. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to sign out here. I've got 5 minutes to get ready for my class. Yeah, I think Raj might be you see if it holds. I'd wait a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes after the hour, because sometimes on the hour it can just absolutely go the opposite direction, and just on the hour, right on the hour, it's always good to be cautious. Give it 3 or 4 minutes and see if that's really going to hold. Okay, guys, I'm done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments and feedback. I really appreciate it. You know that. And don't forget to smash that like button. It does help the channel. And I'll see you again in the next one. Have a great day wherever you are in the world.